Master Sports are going on. Today's video, we're cutting more preview prediction videos today. We're cutting the Big Ten. We're heading east to Pennsylvania, because we are Penn State, 65th overall competitive ranking, 4th in transfer portal, 34th overall ranking. With Matt Campbell, new head coach, coming in, replacing the Franklin head coach. They clip actually in the recruiting class, as well as transfer portal. Really good job. They bring in a lot of players from Iowa State, including Izuku, defense lineman from Iowa State. Makes sense because Matt Campbell, remember, he was good coach at Iowa State, now coming to Penn State. Pretty good job in the transfer portal. Half the players are from Iowa State, so just keep that in mind. Into the transfer portal, which makes sense. One big name is Racco Beck, the quarterback from Iowa State. Along with Alex Manensky, the two quarterbacks there, heading to Happy Valley. Over under right now is for 9.5. According to the schedule, I think Penn State has the was it the State 110th traffic, meaning they have a what's it? Arguably an easy schedule. Now there is a couple of tough games I would like to point out. Actually, three tough games, but really two true tough games, if you will. But so. Oh, again, here's the recruiting class. And to the transport also mentioned about Quebec come in. And what? Let me go back to Penn State for a second. Say about the like really good offensive team, one of the best top 15 defensively and offensive team. One of the best. You have Drew Lowe, quarterback, is off to the draft. You have Nick Singleton and with the running back there. You're the best offensive line and was defensive. That got a lot of players go to the portal. You have players going to Virginia, I think Virginia Tech, but they're playing now. Of course, you lose two guys to the draft this time of the year. I think Penn State was really going to take a step back because Jay Franklin hasn't gone over the hump of being the best team in the Big Ten, and I think Penn State was going the right direction, but last season I think it took a step back. And with Matt Campbell coming head coach, I think the future is bright. Now, I don't condone this, and I was a little surprised that there were 5 Penn State. I knew that Franklin's time at Penn State's going to come to an end at some point. I mean, that's the history of, whether he leaves to go to school or he gets fired, whatever the scenario is. It's not like Penn State going in for 6-6, 5-7 year on year, right? This is a team that is going 8-4, 9-3, 10-2, 11-1, maybe 11-1 maybe every other year. The majority of the time they're going 8-4, 9-3, 10-2. This is a team that's made the playoffs I think a couple of times. And this is a team that knows what it's doing. It's won the Big Ten. It's beaten Michigan. It's beaten our state. Of course, all of us on Jay Franklin, now a new coach in Matt Campbell. This is a program that is best in the country. One of the toughest environments to play. All right, the whole white game. This is a team that likes to play aggressive, likes to play really good football, and I think on all sides of the ball. And you can see that here when I think they can start the season. Look at all the games. You start Marshall at Temple, at Buffalo, start the season non-con game. You get a conference game, home against Wisconsin, on the road it was and then tough games over here. USC, I think you win that one at home. You're on the road, Penn State, I think you'll lose that one. Any bye week, come in for bye week at Purdue, I think you win that one. You go on the road against Washington. Let me tell you about how you go 10-0. Reason why you'll lose to Washington in the second, and you beat Minnesota. I think you beat Rutgers home in the first season on the road against Maryland for the win over there. The reason why you're losing to Michigan on the road, because the road game, really good team, I didn't lose them. Now Washington is not a really good team. I mean, they can, but here, let's look at the thing with Washington. They're a dark horse of a team. Okay, this is a team that can. They were good last year. Okay, we got a little quarterback last year. He's a true freshman. He's becoming again next year. With a really good defense, really good offense. I think this team and the future is bright for the Huskies. Okay, so well, they're a dark horse. People, knocking on um, Washington, not pay attention. Look, do not know Washington. I think um, the Huskies are a good program. The future is bright down in Seattle. I'm convinced that. With Jeff Lesker is the head coach. The future is bright. Great offense, really good defense, and the way they play football on both sides of the ball is amazing. They're competing against Oregon, USC, Michigan, now Penn State. Of course, there's Ohio State. I think there's a team that could really hold it down. This is going to surprise you. Indiana surprised us, right? A couple years, 2 years ago. Washington's going to surprise us a bit. You're going to get some teams in major surprises in the end of the season. I think that is what Washington offers this game. It is on the road in Washington. That is a tough place to play. And it's not an easy environment to play. Night game or day games right by the river. It's not an easy environment. It is a true road game. That's why we're going to benefit that. Now, could you win this game, go 11-1? It is possible that I can finish 11-1. Okay. If you choose to beat Washington. You could lose to Washington. The only other loss is to Michigan, which I think is a reasonable loss. Now, could you lose to USC? Yes, you could go 9-3 and still, make the playoffs. 10-9-3, I think, gets you. Now, if you beat USC but lost to Michigan, but you beat Washington, you can still get into the playoffs. I think that's if you lose to Washington, I think you can still make the playoffs because you still have the win over USC, which is I think huge. But the business, of course, task is of course I guess Washington. So, but basically what Penn State sees. I think the future is bright for Penn State. I think they're getting there. They're stepping in the right direction. We'll see what the future is for Penn State and the Lions. Like us, kind of trying to hit the notification button. Peace.